How do you think the markets reacted to that? Because I saw when we interviewed you, you were at $31, and I think by end of February you doubled that, right? It was going the right way, and then the market reset happened and so forth. And I know you're kind of climbing back up towards those sorts of numbers, but would suggest that the market understands what you're trying to do, because you're not a producer. The producers saw an immediate uptick for sure. What are people saying to you about this change of plan? Because most people don't like that, but I guess you're getting a different message.
Most people are thrilled with it.
Right.
Most people are thrilled with it. Most people love the idea that we're going to go see how big this thing can be. It's not small. And I have to be a little careful here. We're under CA with a couple of strategics, and I think we're pretty close to telling the market, or filling in some of the pieces that are missing for the market. I think that will come fairly soon. And we are going to go and expand this. When we started this, the market wanted short-term production. They wanted to know that, because it was tough to find money for resource exploration and for mine development. And so everybody, the money that was going in, wanted to know that it was going to be directed towards getting into production and cash flows fast, so you weren't continuously going to the market for money because it was hard to get. That's changed with the price of gold running up to close to $1,700. There's a lot of money being thrown at good exploration projects. This is one of those. So we won't have any trouble getting the money now. And I think that'll be clear shortly.
Okay. And what sort of quantum are we talking about? How much are we talking about? What do you need? 25 next year? What do you need now?
Well, we need between 6 and 10 million now. And then depending on what that suggests to you in terms of scale of this project, you might need 20 to 30 million next year to infill it.
Okay. And these, I appreciate you can't talk about who these strategics are if you're under CA with them. What type of deals are you looking for with them? Are they coming in just giving you money, or are they getting involved in some kind of JV venture? What sort of structures are you looking at?
It would be an equity financing.
Okay. So
equity financing.
Just money. Then, they trust you to run it.
Just money.
Okay.
Well, they do, but there'll be some more changes coming. The people we're talking to bring a lot of clout to a project like this.
I hear board changes or new board positions.
That'll be.
Just smile. Don't say anything. Just smile.
There's.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
okay. So with
the truth is, I'll just tell you one. Here's the other thing. I as much as I love this thing wholeheartedly. I'm its biggest shareholder, and when I first started this, I only wanted to be the interim CEO, and I suspect that over the foreseeable future, we'll bring somebody in that's extremely more capable than me at running that operation in Mexico.
Okay.
So, which would free me up just to spend my days talking to shareholders.
Well, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And so, I mean, I was excited when I heard the story in December, obviously, because it sounded like a nice plan. Things have changed, and then nothing wrong with that. And you tell me about big plans in the offing here. So, with regards to the asset itself, I mean, are you looking to? How long will this drill program take? I know you're going to drill next year. I get that. But when does this thing actually stop? When do you actually stop and go, this resource size is enough, and you actually do get into or start the moves to get into production? I know it's a long way to production, but you've got to stop this resource building exercise at some point and say, right, let's get going.
Well, I think that will be determined after this program. And so let me just say this. Given the current world situation with COVID-19, things are changing a little bit, but we are ready to go. The drilling company we would like to use has made application to the Mexican government to introduce a COVID-19 approved drilling campaign that keeps everybody safe. And I think if they get that approved, then they'll be ready to go. Most of the drilling we can do without permits because it's on existing roads. We have also put permits in to Seminat before it closed, pre-COVID-19. And so we plan to get drilling as soon as possible. Now, will drilling be as fast and as productive as it was before that? That I don't know. Maybe with a little bit of social distancing and a few other complications, it might be a little slower. We had hoped that our 60s whole program would have been complete in 6 months. But now, as it's towards the end of April, we're going to hit the rainy season in September and October, right in the middle of our program. That will slow things down a little bit. It's hard to move during rainy season and things like that. And then there's COVID. So maybe that program takes 8 or 10 months to complete once it starts. But I can tell you that it will start within the next foreseeable future, maybe 30, 45 days. So,
okay. So the one thing you did point out to me, just want to say that I want to ask about this, the Indigenous population component. I know you spent a bit of time talking about that in terms of, you know, who you employ and the relationships locally. I mean, with this much bigger plan, is that putting strains on that relationship?
No, and in fact, you know, that's something that has changed significantly since you and I last spoke. A month or two ago, we announced a 30-year deal with the local ejido.
Wow.
That's just unheard of in Mexico.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, our relationship with the local community is so strong.
Why?
And we didn't stop them from working. They're as long as they follow a safe COVID-19 procedure right now, they're all good to go to work. They're all back in the field. They were in the field before Easter. But that deal with the ejido provides safety for anybody. So if a major wanted to come and take this thing out along the way, they'd feel pretty secure in that because we've signed a deal that takes us all the way through exploration, development, and production. And it's just, you don't usually get that.